Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to another video of Dyson Sphere Program. If I get rid of those two there, I've now got the oil running on round and heading out in that direction, plus we're also filling up these. So that's running out of this pretty quickly. It's still a bit slow for my liking, to be honest. But we'll come back to that, I think. So that one's going to stay where it is. That one's not going to change. But these two here, we're going to get rid of these. So I'm going to need to move that one and that one and that one. They're going to go. And then I'm also going to just cut that back a little bit. Then we can go back into production. And we go to oil refinery. And we can rotate that bad boy around like that. I put one there, I put one there, and I'll put an extra one over there. That's going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 oil refineries, all in a big long line. That tank there could do with being moved. We've got nothing being stored in it, so we can just lift that one up out of the way. That can go. Let's remove that belt back that way a little bit, and remove that a little bit. And then I'm gonna want to have a tank. I've only got the one at the moment, so I will put that one down here like this, and then I can have this belt right here come out and over into there, and then I can have a belt coming out of that one and running onto there. So that'll do for a minute. And then over this side, I've actually got these belts the wrong way round. I should have the oil on this outside edge. That would make it better for getting over to this side for where I'd like stuff to go and move. I don't know if I can change those round now. I can. I've just got to rebuild everything. Right. It won't take long to rebuild everything. And it'll give us a bit of a chance to help get rid of that oil as well. So let's... Ah, nice. Chain dismantle. I like that. And I want to remove all of these. These don't take long to put in. Okay, we've done that. Now we want to go to logistics and we want to set up a brand new belt. And I'm deliberately leaving the belt running, going out a little bit further than I otherwise would, just because. You're going to get to there a second, and we're going to remove that one. Then we're going to come up here. Now, that's no longer connected to the power grid. We're going to just want to correct that. So I'm going to bring this one over here, another one there, another one out over that way. And I want to put one down. Is that not going to connect between the two? Put one over there. Let's see if that does actually... I would have thought that would have connected up. Yes, it does. Right. And I'll do another one there. There's another bit of redundancy going there. So we've got like plenty of loops running through. I've got a lack of items now. I need to be... Alright, let's make some more Tesla towers. We want them. 1, 2, there. So there's another 20 of those. I've got lots of hydrogen and liquids and stuff on me at the moment. This tank right in here, the top one is empty. Planetary logistics system. Nice. That one is just starting to empty out. We'll get back to that in a second. Transportation. Planetary Logistics Station. The hub of the Planetary Logistics System, logistics drones, will automatically transport cargo between stations when you set the corresponding items for supply and demand. Only enables delivery around its own planet. Only enables delivery. Right, I don't quite understand then. I want to be able to get... Oh, we need to start making the structure matrices now. Matrices. I got to start building those. Let's get going. Let's keep working on this then. We want to go over to this side a minute, and first I want to copy that one, and then I want to paste these out onto here, and then I'm going to remove that belt from in there like that. And I'm going to remove that. Plus that. Then we're going to put some belts down. We're going to go with a bit of belt here, and a bit of belt here, and a bit of belt here as well. Right, so this one here is going to come out of the oil container. No, it's... Yes, it is. That one's going to come out. No, I don't actually need it to. I could just have it... No, I'm not going to. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it out this side. It's going to go to there, and it's going to go straight up to there. So these two will be fed straight out of there, and then I just need one splitter on here, coming out of the belt here. I could put another splitter here and feed that one, but I'm just choosing not to at the moment. Maybe we will change that round and do that differently at some point. You go to here, and here, and here. Right. So there's those bits. Thinking it might be better to have a splitter out here, because then that one could come here, and I've got an extra line to come out for the oil if I want it later. I don't think that I would want to, but just in case, I feel it might be a prudent measure. So we will have a look at doing that a second. We want to... I don't want to remove everything. I just want to remove that over to there. I want to remove this here like that. Bring you back that way. And also want to remove that. There and there. Want to have one of these. Want to drop that one down. And then we can have more belt. And that runs out from there and into this one. And over to there. And up to there behind me. And then finally that one goes over there. Right. That's looking good. You will run into here, you will run into here, and you will run into here. We will have some Tesla towers. We will put one right there in the middle. That's now running and working, and it's perfect. So then I will go out over to this side, and I will have the belt, and that belt will go from there, and it's going to run all the way down over to here, except that it's not for a minute. It can't fit, so that one's just going to go up as far as there, and it's going to stop. And then we're going to run all the way down this side, and we're going to put in these new bits over here. So I want the oil to come out to the outside lane, out to here, and then the inside lane is going to be the hydrogen. And that's what I want to do all the way along. I want to have oil out to there, hydrogen to there. And there is no copy-paste feature at the moment, but we can actually do this pretty quickly. Because of being able to tab through the selections, it's making this delightfully easy for me to go and do. Very user-friendly, this. Like, the devs for this game, they've really put a lot of time and attention and care into this game. Like, you really do feel like they've paid a lot of attention to detail on this. I'm getting the same vibes from the early game for this as I used to get when I first started playing Factorio. Factorio, the devs on that game, they put in a lot of time and effort on that one. They really did. That they need a valid connection. I've got a valid connection. It's there. Like that. There is my valid connection. And I want one over here. So we're just going to need to put a belt down first. That one's going to go out there like that. So it's not coming out too far. And then I'm going to have one of these. And that one's going to come out there with my filter on it. This tank needs to empty out, and I could do this emptying out a little bit faster. I'm getting a bit fed up with waiting for that. We've got oil here that needs to be transported, and we've got more. I tell you what, while we wait for that, let's go and get another crude oil thingy. So where is the... I did find other crude oils, and I went and looked for them previously. I don't remember where they are. Right, well... There's none too close here. There's a crude oil seep all the way over there. There's two right here, isn't there? There's one there. And then there's one back over there that seems to be about the closest ones we've got. Now, I've only got 120 belts. So I'm going to go back this way first. I'm going to get some belts, and then we'll get some more crude oil. Our research has currently ground to a halt because we do not have any of the yellow blocks. We need to get those being made. So we will get on that one very soon. And I want these conveyor belts down here. I'm actually going to want to be upgrading our conveyor belts pretty soon as well. That's another thing on the to-do list. We will get to that. Let me just have a look in here. Can I burn crude oil? I can. Ideal. Look at that. We can burn up some of this crude oil that I'm carting around at the moment. I think I could burn hydrogen. Yes, and I think I can burn that as well. So we can burn up the hydrogen and the refined oil, and we can burn up the crude oil as well. We can use all of it. So I'll just slowly start getting rid of that. And I want to come back over this. Oh, I actually want to make another couple of these. The oil extractor, I'm going to want 2 of these. 1 and 2, like that. So we've got a crude oil. Where are the nearest? We've got a crude oil seep that is over that way. I've got one right here. This is probably the closest one. And then there's one over there. Let's have a look at the map a second and see what we've got. I've got a pole there that is in daylight. And I got one over there that is in darkness. I've got a crude oil seep right behind this lot just there. I've got one here, and I've got one up over there, and then I've got one back. Oh, I've got 2 more up over there, and I've got 2 over this side. Looking at the planet, I'm thinking we want to get that one, and we want to get that one over there. That's probably going to be our easiest method of getting anything. So if we travel over to this one first, we take a look right here. We're going to want to go to, not production, we're going to want to go to gathering, and we're going to want this crude oil seep. So that one I'm going to dump down there like that. And then I'm going to want to go into power, and I'm going to want a Tesla tower. That one's going to go there. And then I'm going to want to bring these Tesla towers over as close as I can. I'll go back into gathering, and I'll get the other crude oil seep a minute. There it is. So we want to rotate you round, and I'll have you pointing in that direction like that. So we can have another Tesla tower sitting on top of you. Which I'm just going to put like that. And then that one I'm going to bring out in this wise direction. And this one up here is going to be sort of coming back in this direction. There. I'll run that along the straight line of the globe over here. Like that. That one I don't like. I want that to be moved. I know, it's utterly ridiculous. I don't need to be doing that. I don't need to be, like, making sure they're positioned exactly perfectly on these lines. But I'd like to have them positioned on these lines exactly perfectly. I do, okay? It's just a thing, right? It's fine. And we're going to bring you over this way. So I'm going to have the power running that direction like that. How far can you go? About there. And I'll bring it out to that line there. And then we're going to start running along this next line here. So there's one there. Needs foundation support. So that one can go right there. And then we can stretch across the water here. Oh, yes we can. And then another one. And we're pretty much in the right place over here. So that one can drop down there, and then I'll have one more in between. That's going to allow the transport of power out from the grid over to our new extractors. So then all I got to do is get the oil coming from those extractors and coming back over this way. And the oil is actually going to go a different way to the power, because that can go straight across the water. because it can go up into the air if it really wants to. It doesn't matter. So I'll take logistics here, 921 of them. That one's going to come out. It's going to go over to there, like that, and then it's going to go all the way to there, like that. I'm gonna just sit up above this for a second and allow them to put down the belts over here, because otherwise we're going to be too far away from them, and they're not going to be able to put all of the belts down. So we just want to cruise along with this a little bit slowly. And let them... I'm going to just let them fill all of that in for a second. My fuel chamber is empty. So let me start loading back in some of these bits here. I'm actually going to swap that over. I'm going to put the oil that way, and then that's going to allow me to have that one. And then I'll put the light oil up there, so that'll allow me to work through that. And then we can just go here and we can put whole stacks in. I'm going to put in, well, it's a part stack of hydrogen there. Put that in. As soon as it's generated through that last one, I've dropped that one in. Like that. And now I'll put you in there. Right. My drones have run a long way. They've actually gone and done all of the belts. So I will put in more belts for a second. We will just grab that one, and that's going to bring that straight over onto there like that, which will allow the extraction of this oil right here. Plus, I can also keep adding in this. This is 8 megajoules each, plus 100% fuel chamber generation, which is pretty cool. This is 4.4 megajoules plus 30%. And this is 4 megajoules plus 20%. So the hydrogen seems to be the better one compared to the others. But I mean, the others, they're not bad. Anyway. Worry too much about that. I've got fuel being generated. That's all that really matters. Now, which way do I want to go now? I want to just jump up into the air a little bit, and then I'm going to have that belt is going to go all the way over here. It's going to get to that point right there, and then it's going to go from there over to out of building range. Oh. I'm too far away from something. I'm too far away from the start of it. Right. That's all. I was too far away from the start of it. So if I bring that one up to there like that, and now I can bring this all the way back up to here. I can't quite join it in there. So what I'll do is I'll put it to that point, come out by one, and then I'll join it into that belt on there. So I've now got all of these belts in place. The oil on there is mostly run out. I got most of those tanks done. I just need to allow this to finish off over here. I love how that is like stretching off around the planet. Look at the curve there where it's running off around the planet. That is a lot of belt that we've got to go and build. There is a lot of belt in there. Put in a bit more oil into our chamber in here. We keep this going. I want to use all of this up. I want to get this out of the inventory here. It's clogging things up. We don't want that kicking around. It's quite nice having a stroll. Just wandering along the beaches, through the little deserty areas, through the forests, just letting all of these belts get put down so we get more oil being extracted so that we can start properly polluting this planet with a vengeance. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to get rid of all of this nature. Does look kind of pretty, but quite frankly, it's not very useful. We want to get rid of this. We don't want this kicking around, do we? We want to level the planet. We want it nice and smooth. And then we can properly make use of everything that we've got. So let's run all the way back over here. I've got lots of oil. I don't know if a crude oil seep ever runs out. Like that's got the oil extractor on it there, saying 2.24 per second. So I have no idea if that ever runs out or not. I'm guessing it's going to be an eternal thing. Like, a lot of these games will have ores as finite, but they'll have oils and stuff as infinite. And it is a little bit strange, but I'm quite happy to work with that. So we've got 7,300 oil still to go before that has completely finished. I'm going to remove the top couple off there like that, and then I'm going to come over this side, and I'm going to add some of that in. So we're going to go to storage, and I said I was going to do 9 tanks in here. Now, what I've got is I've got those 3 like that, and I do want a little bit of a gap between these, so we'll go out there. It's the same gap there now, isn't it? Yes, I think it is. Yeah, I don't have any more of them, so then I want to go here. So we've got 1, 2, 1. That's not the same gap, that's a bigger gap. Let's do that again then, shall we? Is it there? Let's have a look. Right, if I'm looking at this, it's sort of a 2 with that one there. Is that right? I don't know, you tell me. Is that right? We got 1 there, and then you got 1 over there. So here we've got... It's like... That isn't right. It's too close over here. It's too close. It doesn't work. I can't... no! This can't be right. There must be a way to do this. So not there. Well, it's got to be that one then. Is that better? I think that's right. Let's have a look. I don't actually want it to go that way. I want it to go this way. It's got to... Yeah, that's right. That's better. There we go. That's going to run into there like that. And then I can have my storage. And I can put that one right on top like that. And then we can have another belt that will come out here and it will go onto here. Storage tank on here. I can just drop it straight in like that, which is good. I've got a little bit of hydrogen right there. If I have a look in here, I will just use up the crude oil that I'm running around with. I don't have any more crude oil that I'm running around with. I got the hydrogen there. So I'll get that. I'm going to make some more of these storage facilities, because I want a bit for the hydrogen. I don't know how many I'm going to want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go with 5 for now, so that's going to be 2 stacks of 3 for the hydrogen, and we got 3 stacks for the light oil, mainly because I think we end up getting more light oil than we do the other. And this is all clogged up for a minute, so the hydrogen in here is... Well, it's not doing anything right now because there's no storage space. Which is going to work out rather nicely for us, because it means that I can move things around here a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of that, and that over there, and then I can go and take my storage. I can have the fluid tank. This one is going to be... I suppose it doesn't matter which way around we have it. I'm gonna have it in line like that. I kind of like the idea of that. We'll go there, and then we will go here with the second one. So I'll put 3 here, and I'll put 3 here like that. And I will take a belt, and I will have a belt coming out from that one and into there. And have a belt going from this one and into there. And then this belt over here on this side is going to do... I'm going to change this around a little bit. Going to remove that belt. Back that way a bit. Doesn't have to remove back very far. And then we're going to come from here. It's going to go out that way. Over, and it's going to drop in that end right there, and then it'll come out over to there. Right, that's perfect. So then I can go into the storage tank in here, and I can put the hydrogen in there. Like that. There's more hydrogen here. Oh, you got to press and hold, and then it drops the whole stack in. Right, I did wonder why it wasn't sort of going into the tank properly. You've got to press and hold the stack that you've got. Right, anyway. Hydrogen is done over there. So the only other thing that I need to do with hydrogen is I just need to bring this belt up the side here like that and drop that one into that bit of storage there. So we've got the hydrogen coming out from the entire system, and then it's going to start filling up those 6 tanks. And then we've got the light oil over here, and that is going to start coming into the tanks over this side. We'll get to that in a minute. I just want that one to empty out first, which doesn't have very long to go now. And then that will all be empty. I can't lift that out yet because of the lack of space that I've got in here. But we will be able to lift it out soon. Right. That's looking pretty good. I'm quite pleased with our work there. I'm thinking that looks pretty amazing. And then I want to go into research over here. No, I don't want to do that. I actually want to go... I want to come out of that mode. I want to go in here. I want to go to components. And it's this one down here. Ooh, right. One of 5 basic source codes that keep the center brain simulating. We've got titanium crystal. I have to have the titanium bars coupled up with this organic crystal. Now I can make that with plastic and oil and water, or I get organic materials. The problem with organic materials is that I've got to go and manually gather them. I don't think there's any way that I can automatically gather them. So that is an issue. I'm not really going to be able to go and do very much with that. I want to make plastic, which takes oil to do. That takes light oil and then the graphite stuff. Yeah, the graphite. The organic crystal, that takes oil and plastic. I'm going to use a lot of plastic for this, aren't I? A lot of plastic being used up. And then we've got the titanium, which we've got some titanium here, but we need to have an interplanetary logistics system bringing that in from another planet, which, in theory, we should have now. What are you? Inventory capacity. Right, well, that's great and all. Technologies, planetary logistics, interstellar logistics. I don't want that. So I've got the planetary logistics. Accelerant Mark 1. That's work in progress, the accelerants. Gravitational wave, satellite power distribution system. Right, okay. We don't need to worry about any of them. We are looking at this. So it's this one here as well. Diamond. Diamond is attained by using strong pressure and heat to change the structure of graphite. It's a very hard crystal that not only retains a parallel hexagonal lattice of graphite, but also forms a cubic hexagonal lattice to make the diamond. And that we get from... We can turn energetic graphite into diamond. It says that I can't do it here. Cannot make in replicator. Fuel type, chemical. Material, fuel, energy, made in... Oh, we've got to use that. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. If you'd like to help support the channel, then please check out the affiliated links in the description down below. There's one for Nitrado, who supply gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. There's also Fanatical, who sell a lot of different computer games. If you use the link and also that code in the description, you will actually get a small discount applied to you, and I earn a commission on anything you buy, so you are supporting me by supporting your own gaming habit. If you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.